Curry Eamon Kelly. In this story of Irish destiny, which you left America to discover, the characters: Maeve from the Catholic Cregan, Cha from the Protestant Waterside, Hugh from the Catholic Bogside, and Noel, deaf and silent, Gaelic language activist and communications tutor in the Derry workshop, are to be found in Lawrence Hill. On your way there, you will pass through the screens of the security forces, and you lie deep in Derry's memory even before you've got that length. My name is Seamus O'Doherty. I'm the one who engaged Eamon to teach the printed and the written word in a place where the most common form of lettering is a tattoo on the arm. He's going to start off by giving classes on light and colour. The apprentices with their phantom trades greet you, Eamon Kelly. Welcome to our battle of images. An Irishman never speaks to the person in front of him, but to an image, with the one difference that in Derry, images can kill.
Oh, Maeve.
How's it going, Dad?
Your brother Paddy's written for your birthday. You've given him 10 years.
2 full breakfasts for number 12, tea and toast twice at number 7, porridge for 1 at number 4, please.
Home now, your mother's gone. That's the best wish for children tonight. That's the roast beef tomorrow lunch.
Tully.
This is Noel, communications tutor in the workshop. And I teach history. Oh, but not here. Here, history is banned. I have to smuggle it in.
Hey! I'm John Paul, your colleague. A Protestant version.
Oh, yes, we need at least that much to counteract the preconceptions of the people of Derry. You know, they see this place as a kind of reserve for every carnivorous nickname. Tsetse flies, piranhas,
Crocodiles.
cannibals. We're bringing them back a cannon. I hope they can make good use of it.
Cannon?
Well, at the moment, it's at the bottom of the sea in Kinnigo Bay on a sunken ship.
And we're hoping they bring it back today.
Can't go today. Will you cover for me?
What will I tell her? Tell her anything, she'll believe you. She's all for Protestants and Catholics coming together. I might see you, Nick.
A gander.
He's all that's left of a house that was blown up.
The good people of this city have always said the workshop was a zoo. This will certainly reinforce that image.
He's not a carnivorous animal. He could teach us a thing or two.
Hey, we're going now. Hurry up.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be hard to get used to the idea of a gander that's a tutor and a communications teacher that's deaf.
Talking about Noel, he's up in the old cathedral doing some field work on Irish history. You want to go up? A son of Derry who died yesterday in Hitchblock is coming home. He's going back to his house near Brandywell, where he spent his childhood. The riots will break out immediately after. It will go on for a whole week for each and every one. It's a way of keeping him alive among us for just another few days. There are three groups of people in Derry: the Catholics, the Protestants and the deaf, and they're not all deaf in the same way.
Cha, you see that spot over there? 12 shipments of arms landed there, and each time they're caught. The cannon's well tied on down below. The trolley's holding well. Do you know what this could get you? And do you realise that we've got to get through a checkpoint?
Whose is it?
Fuck like a Jaffa.
Are you looking for
Stop it now, please. Matt studied diving in the United States, and I'm the one who asked him to come and join our diving team when I was setting it up. Protestant or not.
I'm a Protestant. So what?
Doesn't mean it's a good idea. He should let him where he was.
So Protestants don't count?
I want you to stay here and look after our things, okay? It's a position of trust. Sandra, you look after that, okay?
Right, hey, bring it, cannon up. Hold it! They got scared away with cannon.
Beggars, jealous, twitchy things, revolvers.
We're all going to wind up like Belfast Airport, getting searched before we go on board.
Answer that question.
What do you mean?
I refuse.
Hey, why don't you search this? That's a fella that looks suspicious.
You see, he's asking each of them to give an answer. The organ can't speak because my brother's up before the special court. Seeing that the Irish used to eat the shipwrecked sailors who got ashore, the organ's playing dumb so as not to be taken for a tin of sardines.
And what is Noel's answer?
For me, the organ is dumb because history has no room for the deaf. Noel says you're deaf too.
Who, me?
Checkpoint North 3. A cannon at the border post.
One for your department?
This one? It's more like something out of popular archaeology.
Give me a briefing on that cannon before they leave the border post.
Requesting data check on cannon from Armada Wreck, Kinnigo Bay. Requesting data check on cannon from Armada Wreck, Kinnigo Bay.
Shipwrecked on reefs off Kinnigo Bay, 1588. Crew of 400 rescued plus 250 from bark of Hamburg in distress. Given shelter by O'Doherty clan. O'Doherty's open negotiations with occupying garrison in Derry for safe conduct of shipwrecked crew. Major Hovenden promises safe passage on surrender of arms. Spaniards refuse. O'Doherty's clan stakes its honor on good faith of England. Spanish sailors surrender arms. Major Hovenden orders troops to wipe out Spaniards. Organ salvaged from wreck from St. Columb's Cathedral, Londonderry.
What does all that add up to?
A lesson in local history. Unless it's a parable.
You may send this Major Hovenden a telegram of congratulations. Music and extermination. He's the harbinger of European culture.
Arms lorry overturned at Armagh. 2 crates gelignite. Detonators. Weed killer nitrobenzene taken. Rest presumed disposed of during night.
James, is Maeve on?
Oh, she's weird.
Hey, what's that you got there?
It's insecticide Maeve asked me to bring round.
I have a good idea what you have there, but on no account for it in the children's room.
There must be a load of arms looking for asylum.
They won't stay around Armagh for long. The A5 seems a reasonable guess.
Always remembering that whatever means one may need to understand the Irish, the least useful of all is reason.
Aye. take photographs of rats. Tell the folks that you're in the wrong area. What? Tell the folks, would you?
You okay? Let me give you a hand.
Don't touch it! It's dangerous! It's stuff for the hands. The hands are fleas.
Come tomorrow and sit in on our meeting. You've passed judgment on us often enough in the past without really knowing about our work. Now's your opportunity.
A meeting?
About the death of a British soldier.
Jerry's had an accident.
Who?
Your cousin Jerry.
Is he caught?
No, but they got the lorry there, Ma. Look, there's stuff to be moved. I'll call her in tonight.
A big cat from workshop for London News!
Before you kill them or after?
Jesus, what are you buying over here for?
You know the answer.
Joe, go away and fucking play with yourself.
Why do you say that?
Joe, look here. You can not tell us what to do and what not to do. So politics, the provost tell us what to do, the police tell us what to do, politicians tell us what to do. Politics, it's all balls. If we go on side, if we do anybody, we do it for ourselves, and not because of politics or religion.
You think you're in control. You're not in control at all. Because at the end of the day, it's you who gets screwed. Not just you, but all of you.
Silence! Just a minute, please. I've been against this exercise, death of a soldier, right from the start. It was bound to end in violence, and the violence has started before it's even begun. Slaughtering the hen's the last straw. There's no room for me in this workshop anymore. I'm handing in my notice and I'm going.
Kenneth, come on, Black. Wise up, man.
I think these solutions all slabber. You write a petition, they bring a man back here for God's sake.
You want to fuck a black guy, all right?
The chicken had no guts, the ones you killed it for. I'm a Protestant. I'm in the British Army, Lee Foster. I'm leaving with him. You see, every time a British soldier's shot, I feel I'm losing something.
Joe, just save your breath. You see talking that lot there, it's like banging your head against a brick wall.
Only if you're talking to people who know nothing about the North. I lived in England for 14 years until I came over here after me dad had enough of being treated like a paddy. He came back here to his own town, to his own Catholic street, and it's worse than ever. We have an English accent. My entire family's split in two now. One half with the IRA, the other half with the Brits, and me here.
The death of the British soldier starts with that.
Anyone who wants to stay in my group takes no part in any of these discussions. I'm here to train electricians, I'm not slabbers.
We want to come here in 6 weeks, 10 young people to electrician. He's a slabber now, though. He's better off.
The death of the British soldier starts with that, too. Bring up the cannon.
Hey, Jenny, you see the gander?
Aye, he's packed his bags. He's afraid of being taken for a brat.
Hi!
Trying to see everything the first night.
There's a quiz upstairs. Come on. Oh, Jean-Paul. Sorry, the quiz has started. I must go. We'll be right up behind you.
What are you doing, Pram? I'm just practicing. Never know what might happen. We have a song to show you. Can we leave us alone for now, will you? It's but a revolver. Where? Hand on the cannon. Must be worse than leaving.
Hi there. I'm looking for a Mr. Lafferty. Do you know him? He's the guy who's trying to break the world singing record. Isn't there a strange smell around here?
Thank you.
What are we going to do now?
And what's on today's menu?
Meagre fare. A town which has only its stones to live off. Stars Debating Society. Are there ghosts in Derry? College of Technology, Agricultural Survey. McGee College, lecture on Indian psychiatry. Community workshop, study project on British soldier.
Ah.
You want to check it out?
What comes as a surprise from our neighbours across the road is not to see the word British soldier, but to find the word study suddenly bursting in upon them.
File BA 5231, Private Tom Givens, 1st Royal Green Jackets, 3rd Battalion, killed in action, Londonderry, 19th of the 12th, 79. Distinguished Service Order, died saving the lives of a woman and her 2 children from a burning building.
And have you got it?
I think so. According to our information, their study project is based on that soldier.
I don't understand why you chose this soldier. Of all the soldiers, you chose a hero. A soldier who died trying to save a family from a fire.
You know why we chose a soldier, Freddie? We chose a soldier because if we were to choose a murderer, kills innocent people, they'd be on the bed, they'd be kicked out. Now, hang on a minute, we've chosen this soldier because he saved a Catholic wife. He may be tough with points of fuse, and he may get it a bit.
So they chose a British bastard to kill them 2 young fellas. So the Protestants would be saying, fair play to them. They shouldn't have been around in the first place, and the Catholics would be calling them murderers.
I'm a Protestant, and I don't support the British Army.
Hold on a minute. We're not here to argue between Catholics and Protestants. We're trying to get our minds thinking in the opposite direction.
Hold on a minute. This here exercise here is supposed to get the attitudes of the other side. Try and feel how they would feel.
But wait a minute, are we not grateful for that soldier saving lives? Wait a minute, this isn't any kind of controversial soldier. Any soldier would have done exactly the same thing. The problem is that the Catholic community in this town refused to recognise...
It doesn't matter if it's a soldier. Any human being would have done it. Any human being is just using this soldier.
Most of the Catholics in this town are all brainwashed for republicanism. They wouldn't know a good decent act of human
Only a wet day here in fucking Ireland, coming away from America, they tell us what they do and say or fucking think. As far as I'm concerned, fuck on back to stick.
This is not about the killing of a soldier. This is taking an everyday incident, which is part and parcel of our very existence here in Derry, is to examine that and perhaps learn from it and learn something about ourselves from it. Because I'm quite sure that in each and every one of you here, there's a soldier, and a British soldier at that.
Just listen, will you, for fuck's sake, would you let the soldier stay there?
The learning exercise starts after the death of a soldier. Now that it's got to be buried, what's going to happen? Each district gives their interpretation of their enemy. The Catholic Bogside, for example.
We're a Bogside, and we're taking a point of view of the soldiers, and there's no better people to take a point because we just had fed up to hear with them, and we want them buried with full military honours.
And the Catholic Cragen.
We represent the soldier's Protestant wife, and we are claiming his body for the eastern part of Assembly, where the Protestants' graves are.
The Ardfoyle, that's a mixed area.
Well, we're representing the dead soldier's Catholic mother, and we want our son to be buried in the central part of Derry Cemetery, along with the other decent Catholics of this city.
And the Protestant Waterside.
Yeah, the Protestant Waterside. Now, we started out with the idea that this soldier was a volunteer sent to spy on the Brits.
Volunteer here.
Hold on, just let me finish. Let me finish. So we're claiming him for the part of the cemetery the IRA volunteers are buried.
Now I understand. You've chosen St. Patrick for your soldier. You've chosen a saint. You don't have to search around where to bury him. You can bury him in your whole history. You know, in this parliament of yours, to be Irish is to be colonised.
How dare you? How dare you come over here and criticise us? Look at the mess you made in Vietnam. Away, clean up your
That's a British song you're singing.
Just because they're sympathetic, but we're still killing them.
You read English newspapers. You watch English television, you choose an English soldier to discuss.
And not only that, how many can speak Irish? I mean, how many is that? He speak English. So all speak English.
It's a new Gaelic culture. We haven't got the chance to learn it, so we have no chance for the British pushing the story under the thumb. You see, we're colonised. It's you the ones that are colonised. Using your Union Jacks and Paisley on.
I think it's so fucking the bits. Nothing but a fucking farce. Right from the start, it's just that the adults and the tutors on here, it's like a scientific experiment. They were getting discussed like animals in a zoo. I don't normally do it.
You could have You could have chosen an Irish subject to learn more about yourselves, but what did you choose? You chose a British soldier.
Eamon, sorry, friend. Your idea of history is like a dog without a head. It's like dried fruit. History to us is a living thing. It's like a tree, growing, living, and we're part of that tree.
If the way I look at history is a dead tree, I'll look at your living history. I'll go and have an interview with the gander.
Hey, brother, you keep away from the fucking gander. It's a fucking problem. You fuck off back to America.
Hold it, please. Hold it. Let's get this exercise back on the rails again. There's one important point which we didn't settle, and that was the coroner. Who will play the coroner? Because without the coroner, this exercise can't continue, because it's the coroner who brings the exercise to an end. Now, who is going to be the Okay. John Paul is the...
Seamus, we want to make a display to put across our interpretation. The dead soldier's mother's a Catholic Derry woman, right? Yeah. And the best way to show a Derry woman's at work. For the past few hundred years, that's been in shirt factories, so we figured we'd go up there and try and have a look at some shirts.
Okay. My man works in a shirt factory, and she says there should be no problem as long as you must go up and see the manager.
I'm sorry, now, I can't go. I have a meeting with Mrs. Jameson of the Department of Manpower Services about a supplementary budget. She's salmon fishing in the area at the minute, and I don't think that she'll turn me down, one salmon fisherman to another.
Saying you had to pay £150 to join our club? The church ought to be collected right away. I'll do it. I have the time.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Look, will you bring Catholic cemetery, a Protestant cemetery, or a military cemetery? You still need a coroner say so. A coroner's John. If he says no, what happens? The whole operation comes to a stop.
Joe's right. So then John must be put out of action?
You're right, Phil. Look, seeing we're playing that part of ARA, we should do what the ARA would do.
What would the ARA do?
Kidnap him.
Jesus, that's right.
Aye.
We'll kidnap him,
Where was from? Perhaps I forgot to cut his wings. Oh, I had to found the menu for the old folks done out.
The cannibals care for the needy.
Too much. That's why we're playing a part in the Protestant widow. We're not into that.
Well, we're on the killing hands.
What the fuck do you mean?
You stung up a gander, didn't you?
Fuck a gander. And fuck the ARA. They cover my best friend, a box at me, a bullet in the leg. Finished for life. Fuck the ARA. Stop the widow. The cannibals that join the dissidents. Let that up, you wall Yankee.
And your brave soldier you chose at the meeting? What happens to him?
He's dead. He's neutral, just like all of us.
Send the crematorium. Throw his ashes in the air. At least he'd be less pissed off with the crows than he would be with you. At least he can get a real high. Like us.
What do you mean, like you?
Like, you stay here and get the tea machine. Understand? No, don't. You'd better.
Then one last tea. My deaf and dumb class, okay?
You only destroyed yourself. That's all you're doing. For God's sake. That's all you're doing. Well, clear yours too. I have no taste in your life.
What do you think you fucking think you're right? The fucking police, the fucking provost, the fucking shooters on here, they thinking we're right. You must think I'm like a wee puppet, you know, stupid. But I'm not fucking stupid. I see things more clear than you can. The fucking society here for fuck all.
Mrs. Doherty? Yes. Would you look after our visitors, please? And if there's anything you want, just ask.
Thanks very much. How are you?
How do you do?
Great.
I'm Hugh Smaller.
It was Hugh who suggested we should come.
Indeed.
Oh, Mrs. Doherty, what's in here?
Oh. Was that really what you had in mind?
No, I don't really think that's what we're looking for. In fact, I think we're going to need several different kinds, if that's okay. You see, we're trying to show the whole history of Derry through the shirts we made here.
Does workshop becoming feminist?
Well, Hugh, that would surprise me. Come this way, please.
I know these are. You just want the furnace. You just carry tie, aren't you? Yeah.
Just a moment. Have others?
Great, you all ready?
In the stockroom.
Mrs. Doherty, have you any news of Martin? I was in school with him.
My eldest?
Yeah.
He finds prison hard. But then it's hard for anyone. He gets £7 sent to me every week out of the fund. My eldest daughter looks after the house, and Hugh sends me every penny he earns.
That's not much to manage on. You've got your troubles.
My husband was killed 120 days ago. I count every day. With my work here, I can manage to rear the other two. The youngest in America was my sister. I know he'll be left wanting for nothing. But yet, he's the one I worry about the most. I never see him.
All right, great. Thanks a million. Super.
Did you fancy anything over here?
Wash, I think we've got loads here, miss. That's
Are you
more
all
than
right?
enough, actually.
Okay,
Great.
right.
And listen, if you're talking to Martin, will you tell him I was asking for him?
I'm going up to see him on Saturday. I try to see him as often as I can. When I can get a lift arranged in the minibus. Then there's the hassle of prison passes. Mind you, I don't complain when I look around me.
Excuse me, there's 3 young people in reception. They're looking for Mr. Hutchison, and they say it's urgent.
Where are the others?
They're right outside.
What's it about?
Do you guys have any trouble?
Oh, here it comes. Is it serious?
You need to see him straight away. John, keep it among us Protestants.
Is it far?
The dog track.
That's a derelict house.
Aye, but that's where it's caught.
You're a prisoner of the IRA. You asked us to play IRA. You have to accept the consequences. First, tell me what's going on. The coroner's in control. He decides what soldier gets buried. You're the coroner. If we get you prisoner, the rest of the groups are screwed. What do you mean?
We're in a position of strength. We can demand a burial on the IRA ground in exchange for freeing the coroner.
That's logical enough. Accept the situation. But not the crowbars. Ah, another prisoner of the IRA.
Go, Paul!
Our great strength
is to have made a gadget into a myth. And we've installed it in a country whose one industry, and it's a rare one, is precisely the manufacture of myths. We're competing in the same market.
This is for the cameras watching us all!
Mr. Bond, there's an item upstairs on the central monitor which is worthy of your attention.
What is it?
If I'm to believe what's written there, he's your double.
My double?
Bond, written on his forehead.
Oh, that's me, all right. Processed by myth.
Noodles. The varnish. He's going to collapse. Sean, don't be messing about for Christ's sake. Jesus, what is shit. What's here? I'll go and get help. What was that? You know you're gonna get snakes floats for this? Listen, just hold on. There's stuff over there at the move. You think they don't know about it? They've been snaking a place over the last 2 days. They'll be right after us, you know. Well, what about the hen house? Come on in, after it quick.
Isn't that pile of stones normally closed up at this time of day? C-Star requesting data. Check on workshop. Check on workshop. C-Star requesting computer data. Relay on workshop.
Derry Youth and Community Workshop. Opening hours, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Mixed enrollment, Catholics and Protestants. Today's program, study project on British soldier. Over.
C-Star. C-Star, alarm sounded as we approach.
Repeat.
C-Star, alarm sounded as we approach. Alarm sounded.
Go in there and see.
Ready?
What's the story?
Some lecture on the British Army. Go and see if there aren't any royalties to be collected.
Hen house as well. We'll have to go over the wall. We can't go over the wall. They put it right in the wall. They put up against the wall after all. It's fertilizer. Nitrogen benzene. Come on. Come on. The frosts are coming. The frosts are coming. The frosts are coming. Many more rooms, about 2. No, we've no time, we've got to get moving.
Making tea?
No, the pesticide.
Come on, quick, the Brits are in here. Not that. Come on, quick. Come on. Come on.
Bill, why stand here? Fuck it out here, over. Noodles! Why is it there? What? Fucking out with your hiding here now. Get out of here, you fuck. I want you to get away now.
Up against the wall.
Easy on, fuck it, easy on. This is sick. Easy on, the fucking cap there, for fuck's sake.
Okay, sir. We're taking him in. Arrest him.
The member of Her Majesty's Security Forces, I arrest you.
What the fuck are you asking me about, Majesty? What's it all about?
Just across the street from here.
On our very doorstep, you might say.
That will narrow down the investigation.
There is no point in going through the list of the unemployed to pick out a name at random on the principle you can't be far wrong.
H-block convoy, 6th Hunger Striker moving through Belahi. Security situation, okay.
She's coming now, Seamus. Madam, in the eyes of the Almighty, from salmon to cannon and all things in between, I'm a fisherman like yourself. Fishing and culture. The cannon spans 300 years of history. It brings two cultures together, and it is important to the whole world.
Oh, come now, Mr. Doherty. We all know that in your parliament the loyalists are few and far between.
We take young people who are out of work. The numbers are in proportion to those who are unemployed.
The right proportion when you want a grant is 50-50. That's a political reality. And when I'm wearing my hat as a government representative, it's the only reality that counts.
It's a fisherman's hat you've on you today.
Apart from the cannon, what else are you working on at the moment?
A study project on the death of a British soldier.
And you expect a grant for that?
It's a reality that the young people come up against every day. It's their history. They're part of it. And they can't escape the responsibility for dealing with it.
I know you're an honest man, although you're a Catholic. But people who swim against the current always perish in the end.
As a matter of fact, I came along to ask the opinion of a trout on that very point. He didn't meet his end by swimming against the current, but when he got caught on your hook.
I'll go with you to the hospital. I'll follow in my car. Thanks for coming, Reverend. benefit out of him. Like, it's not too serious, and he's taking it well. But I think I'll drop Slap or home, we'll see.
Here are the news headlines. The Reverend Ian Paisley has pronounced a ban on the late Charles Darwin, 1809 to 1882. The 365th British soldier was killed in Northern Ireland today, in front of the Londonderry Youth and Community Workshop. A number of people were held by the security forces, but most of those arrested have now been released. Tonight, Manchester United...
You're not going back to the workshop.
Why?
Because I say so.
You can't walk out like that.
For all that you do there.
Paid a wage.
Well, you won't be paid it anymore.
Never you mind, Wesley. We can still live decently.
You gotta understand, Mum, that story about the British soldiers.
I've been hearing that on the television for the last hour.
Can I go out?
No.
Why, hello, Mrs. Avery. Hello, Elizabeth. Come on.
Hello, Mrs. Eversley. Would you like to take a seat?
Sandra told us the whole story. But with the death of the British soldier on top of all that other business...
We just couldn't believe it, so we came to find out.
What other business in God's name?
The kidnapping.
What kidnapping?
The kidnapping of the workshop director.
The Protestant director, didn't you know?
They kidnapped a Protestant in the workshop?
Didn't Wesley tell you? I dare say you should ask.
Oh, I'll not ask Wesley. Out with you!
Spurs 1-2-1.
Hey, watch it. You're gonna get yourself accused of being colonised again.
Hey, nightlife in Derry, huh?
Okay. Alright. Excuse me, you wouldn't mind doing a few words with me, would you? I want to discuss your mixed tea. Where's she?
Don't know, there's nobody here. I think they're all out at the riots.
They're supposed to be here.
I thought you were looking for me.
That thing's still in the cannon. I hope I'm getting a birthday kiss.
How did you ask Hugh?
He knows.
What'd he say?
He asked was I vaccinated. I says I was, and he says that's okay.
tell Hugh that, okay?
No.
Stole a revolver. Yes. 7.65 a minute? Yes. Where? Kennego Bay. When? 2 days ago.
Check it out, just in case.
Hugh, don't forget to get the potatoes for the dinner. McCann was wounded last night. You shouldn't have gotten Maeve with an A like that. That was the name of a Gaelic queen, you know.
It was me, ma.
What's the meaning of this now?
Oh, that must be one of ours, but ARA wouldn't do it over here.
An new code?
Maybe it's a misspelling of maize, you know, the H block.
Oh, maybe so.
Everybody's going to know that it's Maeve's birthday today.
Written A-E is the old Irish name. Misspelt with an A, it may be of Protestant origin. Now, if that hypothesis is correct, then it may well not be a slogan with political implications. Perhaps a cry from the heart. Someone who, for an undefined Maeve, wants to battle against the whole town. That spelling mistake might be a lead. It's a small town, Londonderry.
Have you got the ballistics report on Abbott Hobson?
A 7.65 fired by a pure American police pistol, or else by a .44 carbine, likewise of American pattern.
IRA?
Not likely.
UVF?
Not likely.
One of ours?
Quite impossible.
Then there's no reason why we shouldn't take into account that business at Kinnigo Bay. McGregor, you'd do well to make contact with that workshop.
I want a full list of all the Protestants in the workshop. See if there isn't somebody answering to the name of Maeve or Maeve. Maeve Tully. Get me a printout of her life and that of all the members of her family.
You're like a person with all the cares of the world on your shoulders. But there's your cannon. It's all right here. What's your problem?
It's a part of history. Look, it's got to go to the museum.
Maeve, what are you doing here?
The workshop solicitor, here already. On whose behalf? Rather premature, isn't it?
Look what they've done with this workshop. Community workshop practices the killing of Private Hobson. The police are on their way up here right now. Don't anybody speak, don't answer any questions. Just keep your mouths shut.
Typical. 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 Tripe.
I represent your neighbors from across the street. I shan't waste time. We have reason to believe that the person responsible for the death of Edward Hobson is here. As we are not in the habit of harassing anybody, we shall wait for him to call on us. He has only to cross the street to come back the way I came this morning. We believe that human nature is ideally suited to collaborate with the police. We place our faith once more in human nature.
If the person responsible is here, why are you still holding 7 young people and a tutor from this workshop?
Will they be of more use to society, outside or inside? That is a headache for our department, because the answer is insolently negative in either case.
It is not a question of usefulness.
It's a question of justice.
Justice, for the moment, tells us that amongst the many benefits which we owe to America, there is not just your good self. There is also a 7.65 firearm, and its appearance coincides with the pleasure of welcoming you to this country.
Eamon, no!
He's accusing me!
By no means. Our department always makes a point of waiting for the guilty party to come forward himself. Maeve Tully? Ah, so it's you. Would you please ask the person who wrote your name in English on the city walls to put the correct Gaelic spelling? That would be more in keeping with the traditions of your family, would it not? Unless he is here in this room. Unless he is absent today.
The only people who are absent today are the ones you have locked in your prison.
Not beyond the limits of the law. Tomorrow morning, you will have the great joy, thanks to our department, of welcoming them home with open arms.
Hey, for Christ's sake, will you stop at the door and come back again?
You must know something. Don't know anything.
How's that boyfriend? You might know something.
He's not here. He's got nothing to do with it.
Who the fuck are you fooling, Maeve? He's ended up this neck by arrested, so stop you trying to get him out of it.
Who told him about the gun anyway? A ballistics test can't prove the origin of a gun. Only an informer can do that.
You've acquired everything. You were talking to McGregor at the bank this morning.
But it's my job to talk to the police.
Does them honest bastard? Did we shoot the soldier?
We should have put the gun over that border, wasn't it?
Did we pull the trigger?
You're still responsible. Like we're responsible for everything goes on in this
I
country.
should plenty fucking Calyx.
And my mates is over there in your plan.
See if anything else you put on side. We'll make sure we at least get 1 or 2 of you, all right? Put on side. We'll make sure we at least get 1 or 2 of you, all right? We're tearing ourselves apart. And now, because we're anxious for our own safety, we have released the oppressor within each and every one of us, and we are now doing the job of the police.
Mother's looking for him.
So what?
I can't go on.
You've got to hold on.
Hold on to what?
That's what I've been asking myself too.
Relay the videos of the investigation. The bullet may have come from there.
And the gun that fired the shot?
That's what you have, behind the window.
If that's the weapon, it'll need to die to look plausible.
McGregor speaking?
McGregor, it's Gaelic. Can you decipher it?
Humour above all. Pierce, the stern, the humorless hero. The humorless hero won the day when he said to Plunkett, his fellow writer, before he was executed, before he was shot, "This is a good day for Ireland. She's going to be rid of two bad poets. I am the bad poet of the workshop."
Show that first part again. Humour, McGregor. And what if this whole story started with that?
Look, it's okay, it's chat.
This is no Killiger. It has been for the last 3 months.
Sorry.
Why don't you try the road kennels?
Hey, look! There, cannonballs are coming again.
Yes, Sean.
Where's Noodles?
Flash took him to Castlereagh.
What are you going to do?
We'll start up a movement like a peace women. We need the money.
Maybe it'll win the Nobel Peace Prize. Then we'd have seen everything.
Jeff, do you know what you're lying on? There's enough stuff in there to blow up this workshop. There's an odd pile up in the greenhouse to have a dairy with it.
Jesus Christ, explosives!
Don't worry, it won't go off. I dropped it the other day, nothing happened. It's all right.
Well, they keep searching. My dog's snuffing around, we're bit.
We'll have to move it all in one go.
I'll try and get a car.
But can you?
It'll take time. But we might go for revolvers.
Where's it now?
It's still in the cannon.
We've got to move that straight away.
My name is Charlie Hobson. My daughter's Gloria.
British?
Yes. The father of the soldier was killed on Lawrence Hill.
That's Lawrence Hill over there. Who did you say you were?
Charlie Hobson, his father.
I don't know. He seems all right, but you can never tell. I mean, for all we know, he might be one of our undercover friends from across the street.
Well, if he was looking for information on terrorism, it would be Major Bond he would need to see. He must be looking for something else if he's coming here. Either way, it's okay.
My name's Sally Hobson. My daughter, Gloria. English? Yeah, I'm the father of the soldier who was killed in Lawrence Hill. Lawrence Hill? What's that? Oh, that's over here, isn't it? And you are? Charlie Hobson, his father.
Abandoned 15 years ago. It was to educate young...
Your man sounds English.
Empire.
There's nobody about.
I would like to ask you a question, Mr. Hobson. Although I do believe I know the answer already.
What is it?
Why did your son join the army?
Well, the answer is...
Unemployment?
Exactly.
Let's go to the carpenter shop. John, please do something. We're in an awful mess.
Whatever the cause they're defending, with very few exceptions, the dead all come from the poor district.
It's a holiday today.
Well, it's kind of.
This is not an ordinary workroom. This is the cannon room, and this is the cannon that the young people salvaged from Kinnigo Bay.
Thank you.
Hi.
Are you crazy, young fella? You know what's got me in the cruiser or workshop?
These bloody young people, they can't even think for themselves. They don't seem to realise that it's because of people like Mr. Hobson coming into this workshop that this place can carry on. He brings what they are incapable of giving, understanding. You know, there are days when I feel absolutely ashamed that I'm on their side, even though I have a brother in long case doing 10 years.
Everyone I see here gives me the impression that I'm facing the person who shot my son. But we didn't come here for that. We thought we got sorry.
You keep watching, right?
Hey, Chad, there's no revolver in here. Does anybody else knows about it?
Maeve, she asked me for it.
Anybody else?
I don't know.
Noel would like to give you a small gift. It's a drawing of the organ in the Protestant cathedral. It was to be played at the funeral services of British soldiers, but it's now silent, like himself.
Ireland. It's a funny country all the same.
Not always, I'm sorry to say.
Eamon! Hi! Listen! Why don't you come over and see us at our place sometime? We're used to being treated like strangers here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll call up.
Okay, don't forget.
Yeah, so on. Right. What are you throwing stones at the graffiti for?
We're practicing for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. The oldest graffiti. 10 years it's lived in all the walls of Ulster. Now they're putting it to the torture. Perhaps to make it confess.
Private Hobson's family is here. Is there anything in particular you would wish me to say?
That all those we released are coming back on the screens on every floor. Have you seen the latest?
Found the means of correspondence.
You should send that letter to Private Hobson's father.
Major Bond asked me to convey his warmest sympathies. Unfortunately, there is no further information we can give you just for the moment. However, there is a gentleman from the press who would like to meet you.
up to this moment, I really couldn't believe Private Dobson was dead. But now I can.
This old organ, as you see it here, is an old wrecked ship. It was at the coast. And they put the mast on and they made that beautiful kissing all out of it. Now, when you look at that there, you would swear it's all metal. I had that and cleaned it all out and fixed it all up, and looking up at the top, when you look up, you'll see that's all metal. That's all Spanish mahogany of the wreck ship at the coast. Now, as you see, the beautiful carvings all on there, and the rest all done, that's all done by hand.
Hi. Is Ethan?
She's away.
I heard about your father's singing success.
Yeah, come in.
Thank you.
Depressed. He's lost his voice. But he's made it. He's beaten the singing record. The 4 witnesses sent off the statements to the Guinness Book of Records yesterday.
The real record, according to what they're saying in Derry, is the cannon that came up out of the sea after nearly 400 years to kill Major Hovenden, symbolic soldier, outside the workshop. Now that's the real record. Are you the American? Sit down, if you can find a chair.
Please.
Your record says that nothing can defeat a song when a whole people lives in it.
A people without a language of their own, expressing themselves in another's. Aren't they already dead, in a certain sense?
Rasheen of the old Irish resistance is still singing.
Roisin, perhaps. But it's different for me. In the old days, the letters of the alphabet were names of trees. Derry was one. That meant a grove of oak trees. Then they changed Derry to Londonderry. And instead of the name of a tree, we have become a meaningless phrase. I had made up my mind to sing until there'd be no more injustice in the world. The injustice is still going on. I have lost my voice. As for the cannon, that is something else. That's a whole different vision of things.
Go and understand. I'll see you later on.
Foreman Kelly go Bay in the morning. I asked Sheila McGuinness to help with transport, and we got the car. Look, if we don't want to get caught, we'll have to move it in the flower pots, even if it means several trips. Okay, I'll see you in the Chinese tonight. What about Maeve? What are we looking for?
Send 2 patrols to Craigavon Bridge. Maeve, spelt in Gaelic this time, has just thrown the revolver away.
Oh, did you, lad?
Once they lay a bed.
There in the workshop, Graham?
No, on whether or not the cannon killed the British soldier.
The cannon? What cannon? Okay, he's gonna have a bed.
wants to place a bet on Maeve Tully's name.
£35 the cannon down to Maeve Tully.
At times that place is used as an arms dump because it's near the border. Their usual mania for symbols. Do you think the chief may have caught it too? He thinks he can beat the Paddies on their own ground. Yeah, he'll do it too.
Well, this is a surprise.
For me as well. I didn't realize you were one of the landed gentry.
As well as leading a double life, I lead a simple one. You've received my report?
Exactly. I read it.
And?
And this Maeve Tully says that the revolver's hers, but that she didn't fire the shot. I believe her.
I should be more inclined to believe my own report.
In that case, your investigation's at an end.
And with my permission, yours is beginning. Thank you for letting me know.
Oh, not at all. That's why I came. Cheers.
So, according to you, who fired the shot?
That shall be settled shortly. At a Celtic fort.
Here was the meeting place of the bards. It was from here that Cuchulainn looked out upon the 9 fair counties of Ulster. No Irish High King was secure until he was accepted here. Here, Flaherty comes to meditate upon his role as a communications teacher. Here is O'Doherty, born of these stones. Which of us have you come to arrest?
That honor should be yours. Unfortunately, you have an alibi.
I'm afraid Cuchulainn, the High Kings of Ireland, know than myself of the same alibi. Come and I'll show you. And one, 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 and one. When my father died last month, there were 101 of us around him. Children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Each stone here multiplies us 101 times 101. Here, I am 2,400 years old. Flaherty is 2,400 years old. Maeve is 2,400 years old. What moment of history do you think you can imprison by arresting any one of us?
We have lost each other in a fog, O'Doherty, which your psychoanalysis of the pebbles has little chance of dispersing.
For 800 years, you have failed to understand us. Your generals and your politicians have either been buried in the bogs of this country or have gone home to obscurity. You will never know what has sustained us, any more than you can contemplate that it was the cannon that killed the soldier. Here, it is written in the landscape for all to see.
You have led us along some dizzy heights. That's enough for today. I have a message from McGregor. Tell him that it'll always be a bone of contention between the Irish and ourselves. That with us, everything is serious, nothing is tragic. For them, nothing is serious. Everything's tragic. Okay, we're going back. Switch on the light, Ayla.
Tell Cuchulainn and the others that it's not here, but at Lawrence Hill that will settle it once and for all.
Great town, all the same. I'll think about it when it's all finished. Jesus! You break like that again and we'll all go up. You're getting nervous. Aye, that stuff's getting nervous too. It's a good sign. The more scared you are, the more careful you'll be. The danger is when you're not thinking. It's a peaceful coexistence.
You need to watch yourself all the same this amount. Do you know the trees over the farm?
They've been cut down.
Yeah, I know they have, but I'll plant them again, I swear it. I know one I'll carve Maeve.
And I'll carve you.
And the trees will grow.
And the names will grow.
And the roots will mingle together with the fire.
The Reverend Simpson, I've just heard the terrible news. Your son.
I have no son.
I understand, Joe. They told me to hang his clothes at the window like a flag. They told me O'Hanlon's mother did that with her son's blood-stained uniform. But I couldn't. They bring them all back to me the same. What can I do to make all this stop?
Which of them wrote on the city walls Maeve's birthday?
Doesn't matter, Father. Death has brought them together.
Their country brought them together, not death. Death kept them apart.
Their names are together, side by side, even they are apart.
Ireland has just lost another bad poet.
Hands behind your head. Start walking towards us.
For Christ's sake, he's deaf! Don't shoot!
We believed right from the start that what fired the shot was not, of course, the cannon, but what was behind the cannon. The writer of graffiti.
This is your third warning.
Another one. Give the warnings first.
Hands behind your head. Start walking towards us.
What is it you're trying to capture now?
The organ says that the deaf and the silent have their place in the history of Ireland. As well as that, the organ says that in the county of Derry there is a van which gathers them up. It is a ghost van which goes around every night and collects the children of Ulster, whose names have been wiped off the civil register by violent death, and gives them back to their original identity.